definitely Mr. Hyde. And today, we are making the pancakes from my Jekyll and Hyde fanfiction. Also known as the HJ7 pancakes, the worse than I thought pancakes. Yeah. And essentially, these are the pancakes that Jekyll's grandma made. And it is notably the only good recipe that she left the world ever. It's the only good recipe. So today we have a wonderful pancake recipe from my own grandma, who is actually a wonderful cook. Now, we're going to start with a smaller bowl, because you'll never guess what we're going to do next. We're going to start with the wet ingredients. Now, start off, 2 large eggs. Now, I don't know how to categorize egg sizes, so I'm just using 2 eggs and hoping that it works, because fuck it, we ball. So, you crack an egg. Wow! That was so easy! Then, you're never gonna guess what we fucking do next. We're gonna crack another egg. That just got all over the counter. I'm going to have to clean that up in a moment here. Okay, so, now that we have our 2 eggs cracked, we're going to go get the remnant egg off of our hands, because I don't want that all over my other cooking equipment. That sucks. Next, 2½ cups of buttermilk. Now, I'm not using buttermilk because, as I said before, fuck it, we ball. So we're using regular milk. So you're gonna want to go to your fridge, and that's the wrong side. We're gonna want to go to the fridge, and whoa, we have milk. Great. 2½ cups of milk. So you're gonna get your 1 cup of milk, right? And the milk that you have, this is 2% milk. Now, for those of you that swear up and down that all Canadian milk comes in bags, it does not. I'm Canadian. Does this milk look like it's in a bag to you? No, it doesn't. It's in a container like a normal place. It's just the one part of Canada that sells milk in bags. I've never seen milk in a bag before. Anyways, I just felt like that was worth mentioning. This expires on September 5th. Make sure your milk isn't expired. Don't drink expired milk. You might see, in the words of Bill Cipher, I don't know, something like, didn't he say something about like observing dimensions? Okay. 1 cup of milk. 2 cups of milk. This is actually a 1/4 cup. So, 1/4 cup of milk. 1/4 cup of milk. 2½ cups of milk. Wow, great, I know. Now, it also says here, 1/4 cup of oil. Now, why is there, okay, the lawnmower is going on downstairs, ignore that. I don't know if you can hear that, but oh well. 1/4 cup of oil. Now, I don't have oil. Oil's expensive. So, margarine, we're using margarine. It's essentially the same shit. Now, we get our 1/4 cup again, right? The 1/4 cup, and we take the margarine out of its thing, we put it in the 1/4 cup. This is a spatula. This is my favorite cooking spatula because it's red. That's Jekyll colored, you guys! Oh my god! It's Henry Jekyll the spatula! I can't fucking believe this! I have my own Jekyll and Hyde adaptation in my hand right now! I'm going crazy. It's fine though. It's fine. Let me be crazy. I will be crazy all I want. I'll go insane all I want. That's what fanfiction writers do. We go insane all of the time. Take it from me. I'm sure I would know. I mean, so would Ash. Ash is the editor for Worse Than I Thought. Ash has watched me go insane multiple times when we're trying to figure shit out. Because I forget things a lot, but it's okay. Okay, so, once you have your margarine in there, you're just going to want to, make sure you have the right amount. Right, maybe scrape off the spatula a little bit, so that not all of it gets in. And then you go and you just, scoop the margarine out of the 1/4 cup, and into your wet ingredients. Now, we are going to clean off our hands again. So that the margarine that's remnant on our hands, if you got any on your hands, I'm a very messy cook, just so that it doesn't get on the bowl, because you're going to touch it. You're going to hold the bowl on the thing like this. You're going to take your whisk. You're just going to take it and you're going to go, whee! Except maybe not too much, because it's going to spill over the edges. And oh my god, the margarine! No! Now you have to fix it with your actual hand. Don't worry, I washed my hands before this. It's going to be fine. Everything's going to be okay! Okay? Okay. So, we're going to fix this. We're fixing it. And we're going to change to the spatula again. But not after we clean off our hands for the 3rd time today, because I'm a messy cook. I'm so Edward Hydecore. And what you do is you go in and you mix everything in. I probably should have melted this margarine beforehand. It's okay. Everything's going to be okay. Don't worry. Now, just because you're a messy cook like me, doesn't mean that things can't go badly, can't go well. I'm a cook. Well, not really. I write fan fiction, but like, that is entirely besides my point. This is not mixed in at all. So, we're going to clean off our hand. The towel fell on the floor. Shit. Okay. We're going to clean off our hand. And you know what we're going to do next? Put this to the side and ignore our problems for later, Henry Jekyll style. We're going to take our cloth, we're going to clean up the counter voluntarily. Then we're going to hang it back where it was before. It's big bowl time. 2 1/2 cups of flour. This is Robin Hood since 1909 all-purpose flour original, made with 100% Canadian wheat. There's other stuff at the bottom that I'm not going to read because, like, I can't read it. It's too crumpled. We're going to reach, if you're short like me, we're going to try our best. We're going to reach in, we're going to get 1 cup of flour, and we're going to put it in our bowl. This is very similar to the last procedure. We're going to reach in, 1 cup of flour, and put it in our bowl. But wait! You still need an entire 1/2 cup of flour. But then you realize, no, wait, you're 1/4 cup. No! But then you remember something. You can just guesstimate. Which is what we're doing today. We're going to get what is approximately a 1/2 cup of flour. Boom, done, pancakes. No, not yet, really. We actually have what is another wonderful thing called 2 tablespoons of sugar. And where did my tablespoon? It's over here. I found a tablespoon. It's okay. Everything's gonna be all right. We get our one tablespoon of sugar. 17 tablespoons of sugar. What am I doing with my life? It's okay. And then we're going to get teaspoon and baking soda and we're going to get, is there nothing left in here? No, there's stuff left in here. I'm just stupid. Okay, we're going to peel away parts of the box so we can get to it. Here is 1 tablespoon of baking soda. 2 tablespoons of baking soda. But wait! We're not done yet. We still have to split our soul in half. Obviously, Jekyll and Hyde style. No, not really. We have to get poudre à pas magique. Or, for anyone else who doesn't speak French, magic baking powder. It doesn't have to be on magic baking powder, but you just have to have baking powder. That's what matters. I mean, you can probably make this without baking powder. Just like make sure you add in enough, like, you know, like, ingredients, dry ingredients, so that your batter isn't over liquidy, because that would suck. And then your friends and family would make fun of your terrible pancakes, Jekyll's grandma style. So, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. 2 teaspoons of baking powder! Yay! And then we finished it off with our salt. We're going to take our tablespoon into our hand once again. Say, thank you for your wonderful tablespooning. And 1 tablespoon, and you're a teaspoon. I'm so sorry. And you're going to get 1 teaspoon of salt, which may seem like a lot of salt, but trust me, everything's going to be okay. Now, what we're going to do may surprise you. We're going to mix the dry ingredients together until it becomes one homogeneous mixture of flour, sugar, baking soda, baking powder, and salt! Ha ha! Oh, this is wonderful. Don't you love baking? Don't you love chemistry? Aren't you a Jekyll and Hyde fan? You probably are if you're watching this, because the title is going to be something along the lines of HJ7 Pancakes. You'll see where the HJ7 comes in soon, I promise. Okay. So, this is where the tricky part comes in, because I have realized that the margarine has still not worked. This is a problem. But it's okay, because we're going to fix it by pouring it into our dry ingredients. And we're going to take our trusty spatula and mix them together. Wow! You're doing so good. You're doing so amazing. You know, in baking, there are only happy accidents. There are no mistakes. Well, I mean, obviously there is a lot of mistakes, like the ones that I've made today baking. But that's okay. Because would you look at that? I'm successfully mixing the mixture together. Because that's just something people do. In the meantime, I'm gonna rant on about Jekyll and Hyde. I don't know how many times I've said this out loud, but I hate Henry Jekyll as a person. I don't like him. This is not me being biased because of my username. I made that username on a whim, thinking that it was probably going to be taken already. Surprisingly, it wasn't. So yeah, we're doing well. We're doing well, folks. But Henry Jekyll as a person, like buddy, dude, why would you do that? Why would you split your soul in half and then immediately go, oh no, what did I do to myself? Like, what do you, I don't know. I just don't like something about that man it's like, I don't, like, he's a very good character, mind you. Very wonderful character. As a person, would not want to interact with him. I would be Victoria Frankenstein in that situation. Fuck you. Punch him in the face right then and there. Not actually. That's called assault. And it definitely lands you in jail. Life tips. Anyways. Whoa! This is like done being mixed. Now, you may be asking me, Rowan, definitely, Mr. Hyde. Well, what do I do from here? To which my answer is, you cook the pancakes. Surprise! Okay, yep, that's it, we cook the pancakes. The pancakes now. You can't see my face, but fuck all, I guess. We're good. So what you're gonna want to do, you're going to want to start by turning on your stove. I'm putting it on medium. Now, what we're gonna do next may be a bit controversial. We're gonna get some butter, some margarine, from our margarine from earlier. And you're gonna put it, we're gonna put it on our pan. But wait, there's more. Spatula. We're gonna like make it melt, you know? Make it melt. There. Yummy, yummy melted margarine. But wait, we're still not done. We haven't cooked the pancakes yet. So, ladle. You take some pancake batter on the ladle after letting it heat up for a second, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to make something called a penny pancake. A penny pancake is a little tiny little pancake you make. Just that big, just teeny tiny, hand for reference. I'm not putting it on the pan. I'm not burning myself, I promise. Hand for reference, very tiny pancake. And then once it starts to cook, you know that we're ready. In the meantime, while we wait for the penny pancake to cook, we're going to get a plate. You can't see where I'm going and what I'm doing. But we have a plate. We're going to put our pancakes on this when we're done cooking. And oh, whoop-de-doo, would you look at that? The penny pancake is starting to cook. You can tell because there are little tiny little bubbles on the top. I'm going to take a picture with my phone because I know you can't see them on the camera. The camera isn't like, take a picture of that, right? My phone. You'll see it later. You'll see it later. When you look at that, the penny pancake, the bubbles on the top are currently starting to pop. Now, that means it's almost done. There's the bubbles on the top. You can see the sides are also starting to cook a little bit. But it's not done yet. You need to wait for the sides to harden enough that you can actually, flip the fucking pancake. Because that is how pancakes work, by the way. Just saying. Just saying. You need to be able to flip the pancake before you can do shit with it. Like anything. Literally anything. You can't do anything with the pancake until you flip it. That is the entire point of a pancake. Is that you flip it on the pan, you know? Yeah. You flip the pancake, just like the differences between Jekyll and Hyde. Because he flips his personality, I guess. Get it? It's the same dude. He just, puts on a flesh costume. You know? Yeah. Unless in some versions. In some versions, it is a different person completely, but also not really, and it's a very weird, dynamic they have. But that's, it's okay, I guess. It's okay. So you look at that. I flipped it over. It's cooking. It's cooking. Yippee! We've done it. We've done it. We've made a pancake. Holy fucking shit. I'm going to put my margarine over here, too. You can't see it, but just in case I need to add more to the pan. Because we don't want our pancakes to burn. Because then our smoke detectors can go off, I guess. And occasionally you're just going to, check the bottom side of the pancake. Would you look at that? Look cooked. Perfectly good penny pancake. So, on that note, I'm going to put a little bit more margarine on this because I don't trust it. See how fast that sizzles? We're going to turn down the heat. Because the margarine's going to burn, and we don't really want that. That's bad. Not good. Right? Cool. So, now we can take a full pancake batter thing. We're going to take a spatula, a ladle full of our batter, and we're going to put it on the thing. And then we wait for it to cook. Now is the time that I'm going to address something that's very important later if you want to have real worse than I thought pancakes. This is green food dye. And it dyes food, as per its name, obviously. You want to guess what color it dyes it? The green food dye? That's right, it dyes it red. That was a joke. I'm being sarcastic. But would you look at that? This is already starting to cook. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? It's wonderful, isn't it? Tell the pancake that you are proud of it. Okay, good. I'm glad we got over that point. Anyways. Yeah. Good. We're just gonna check the other side of it. Is it starting to cook? Yeah, it is. And that's perfect because that's what we want. We want our pancakes to cook. We don't want the batter to just sit there on the pan. That's boring as all sin. More boring than Henry Jekyll's life. And then, flip it. That was a very messy flip. I'm sorry. Oh, if only that was a more satisfying flip, then I could have been satisfied. You will never be satisfied. You will never. This is. I'm sorry, that was a Hamilton reference. I was trying to think of a Jekyll and Hyde musical reference for a split second, then I decided that no. But you just kind of let it cook. This is a bit of a slow process. I'm turning up the heat on the pan. Don't try this at home. Be patient at home. I'm not patient. I'm not a patient man. Why do you think the Worse Than I Thought chapters are so short? It's because I'm impatient and I can't write long chapters. Well, I mean, I can. I just don't like to. Yeah, so, yeah, it's working. You can kind of check underneath it every once in a while, just like that. And see if it's starting to cook. Flip it over again maybe a couple times. And then I'm going to put a little hole in the center to see if it's cooked. And when you look at that, it is too cooked all the way through. If only I could get it off of our pan. Plot twist, I can. Oh my god. Another ladleful of pancake batter. This part is just going to be mostly me rambling. I might speed it up a little bit in the final cut. We'll have to see. If you're seeing this at normal speed, I can do words. I'm an author. If you do this at normal, if you see this at normal speed, I bow. Because that means that I cooked the pancakes fast enough. And the video hasn't yet ended up being about half an hour long. I'm using a lot of exaggerated hand gestures here because you can't see my face. Yeah. Yeah, I got a finger gun at the camera, not the lens, not the thing that I can see recording. Hi! Oh, the bubbles are already starting to form. How wonderful! I'm so sorry. I'd like to apologize. Yeah. In the meantime, how about I talk to you about the significance of pancakes in life? Now, for those of you that don't know, I'm still a minor. I'm in high school. So, I have to go and make breakfast before school every morning. And that can be tiring in the mornings, especially when you don't want to make any fucking breakfast because you're tired. So when I do this, you can freeze these pancakes, maybe just put a little sheet of wax paper in between them so they don't get stuck together. Freeze the pancakes, put them in your freezer, slap them in the toaster in the morning, boom, pancake. Put some maple syrup on them. I was originally going to turn that into an entire bit because I'm Canadian and I love maple syrup naturally. There's a joke even about it in the people that I know who've seen me use maple syrup on my food before. I just kind of go, wah! And it's called rowing it, because you're rowing in the maple syrup because there's so much of it. Yeah, that's the joke. I don't ever do that anymore. That was me when I was a kid. But oh well. So look at that. This side of the pancake is cooked. If only I could get it onto my spatula so that I could flip it. Good pancake. This is the nicest looking pancake I've made yet. Look at this. Oh my god. I really am Grandma Jekyll from Worse Than I Thought. You never get to see her, by the way. Just figured I'd say that. She's only ever mentioned for either her terrible baking, specifically the biscuits, that were apparent, like biscuit-shaped river stones or something like that. Because, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because the biscuits were, like, they're rock hard. That's the joke, because the biscuits are just, like, you could probably pelt it at somebody and knock them out if you really wanted to. Murder them, Edward Hyde style, I guess. Or whatever. Could ruin your alter ego's reputation with them. You could poison somebody with them if you spike them with HJ7, like Hyde did in Worse Than I Thought. Oh yeah, Worse Than I Thought spoilers, by the way. That's all for the interlude chapter. Which is, I believe, between chapters 17 and 18, or 18 and 19. Yeah. By the way, we're not even halfway through the Worse Than I Thought story yet. You know, there's like a lot more material. Okay, so it's like a nice pancake, good pancake. And then we're going to take another ladle of pancake batter and cook it. This process is a little bit repetitive. But as I said multiple times before, fuck it, we ball. You can't see my entire face, this is stupid. As I said before, fuck it, we ball. This is a hand puppet of myself talking to you. Because you can't see my face right now because I'm not putting it by the hot fucking pan. You know? You know. Maybe I should be the next Muppeteer, you know? That would be really cool. Man, I've been saying you know a lot. Maybe it's time I throw in something new. You know? Maybe it is time I throw in something new. Why is it making loud sounds? It just got louder as I said that. I flipped it wrong. Whoopsie daisy. You know, oh well, I guess. I flipped it wrong. That doesn't matter. Because this is the last pancake we're going to do, as our examples, before we do something cool with the actual pancake batter that I have over here. So, if you've read the Worse Than I Thought interlude chapter, spoilers for that by the way, again, there's a scene where Jekyll's sad. Worse Than I Thought Jekyll is sad. So he goes to make his grandma's biscuit recipe. And then he leaves the biscuits out to rise for some reason because his grandma had a weird-ass recipe. And he goes to do stuff while the biscuits rise. And then Glass Scientist, because it's a crossover universe, comes in and he's like, ooh, biscuits, I wonder how I could fuck these up. And so he takes his HJ7 and he puts it into the biscuits. And then he finishes them and bakes them. And by the time they come out, they're not actually green. So essentially he tried to spike the biscuits with HJ7. But plot twist for, what's it called? For Worse Than I Thought Jekyll and Hyde, it's not the potion that triggers their transformations after the first time. After the first time, it's just like intense emotions, I guess. Right? Yeah. So that's what happens. We're gonna flip the other side of this part that I didn't flip properly. And yeah, we do that. So yeah, he spikes them, and then Worse Than I Thought Jekyll, eats one, and is like, what the fuck, dude, these taste like chemicals. Oh my god, he's trying to poison me. And then Worse Than I Thought Hyde laughs, and like, takes a biscuit and like eats one himself. It's like, the HJ7 is diluted, it won't do shit. And then it did shit, and he transformed back into Jekyll, right? Yeah. And so, Who's making loud noises downstairs? I'm sorry if you can hear that. I don't know what that is. Just ignore it. Oh, look at that. That pancake is fully cooked. Yummy, yummy in our tummies. So, to be responsible for this next part, we're going to turn off our stove. We'll leave this aside. Now, we're back. We have green food dye. So, as I was talking about before, we're gonna spike our things here with HJ7. Green food dye. Put it in. Put in quite a bit of it, because this is quite a bit of batter that I have left. And then you just kind of mix it in. You know, this is so like, I'll live inside you forever now, with Satan himself by my side now. Or, I'll see you there, Jekyll, kind of vibe. But this isn't green enough. So we're going to make it more green. More green. Look at that. It's going to be so green. We're going to have such green pancakes. We're spiking them with HJ7. Now, I don't have a reference picture pulled up of HJ7 right now, the one from Glass Scientist. So we're just going to, I'm assuming that this isn't green enough. We're going to put in, you guessed it, just a couple more drops of green. Because we need it to be bright. If you're allergic to food coloring, skip this step. Just a thought. Oh my god, thought isn't worse than I had thought? My Jekyll and Hyde giant crossover fanfiction? Holy shit. Anyways, that's definitely green enough. We're gonna put our pan back on the stove. Okay, so next step, we're turning our stove back on. Because now we have in fact mixed the HJ7 pancake batter. It's green. What a surprise. Okay, so we're gonna let the griddle, and let it warm up for a bit. As we take our ladle and we introduce it to HJ7 itself. Man, I feel like a mad scientist right now. It's a great feeling. Knowing that these pancakes are obviously gonna, like, I don't know, make me this universe's version of Jekyll and Hyde. That was a joke. I'm already definitely Mr. Hyde. Pancake 1. Look at how green it is. Now, I'm not entirely sure how green these are going to be when they're finally cooked, but, you know, oh well, I guess. As per before, we wait for the bubbles. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my finger puppet. I'm going to my hand puppet of like, oh, as before, we wait for the bubbles. Look at them. They're so cool. You can't actually see the bubbles because they're very tiny, and this camera is not zooming in, and I'm not zooming it in because I don't want to zoom it back out. Got it? Got it. Yeah. But you can kind of see, if you look at me, I don't know if you can see them on the camera. I think you can see them on the camera. Yippee! Okay, so, yeah. It's a little piece of green that we're going to take off. Man, these pancakes are going to, if I should make these, I should make these on Monday. again, the green pancakes, and just, like have breakfast as I read the new panel where there's my coping mechanism for the new panels is just gonna be glass scientists. Are just gonna be me, like, making green food. Yeah, this is great. I make green food as my coping mechanism for the new panels. I've made green mac and cheese before. It wasn't bad. It wasn't actually that bad. It was Katie, which apparently they might not have in other countries. No! That piece of cooked pancake made its way into the fucking, I took it out. It's okay. I'm gonna put this in back into the middle so that I can get a hold of it and make sure it's cooked. And it's cooked! So here, I have to flip it over. Fuck. Me. Oh, this is gonna be so difficult. Why is it this shape? There. Ladies and gentlemen, those in between and beyond, our first HJ7 pancake. Woo! Say it with me. You can't really, because by the time you're seeing this, I've already said it out loud. So, oh well, I guess. Womp womp. Yeah, as you can see, it is a little bit brown. That's because it's cooked. Cooked HJ7. I'm playing God here. What is it? That lyric from the musical. Something about playing with fire when you start to play God. Dear Mr. Stride, I am simply a scientist. Are you? Or are you a mad scientist? Or even better, a glass scientist! Haha! Get it? I'm gonna check the inside of this one. Is this cooked? It is too. Wow. This is a really green pancake. Put it onto the pile. Yeah, this is great, you guys. I don't know what to ramble about while I'm doing this. That's kind of a sad thing to admit. So I'm just kind of sitting here talking to myself. If any of my family members walk in, they're going to think I'm nuts. I'm sitting here filming myself making green pancakes while talking to myself, or to a camera. And then, again, I did tell my dad about the HJ7 pancakes. He has, like, zero idea what Jekyll and Hyde is, by the way. And he essentially goes, like, oh, cool, do you want, like, this video camera? You can video it and you can import it to your computer and edit it there. And I'm like, yes, I do want that. Thank you, Father. He's great. He's wonderful. He didn't even hesitate either. He was like, great, cool, do whatever. I think he was just happy that I'm not sitting, like, somewhere, like, drawing or something, I don't know, or writing or whatever. Doing something quote-unquote productive. You know? You know. I think that writing my fan fiction is totally productive. Yeah. I think it is. It's worth it. Writing, it's fun. I like writing. As much as I, like, complain about it sometimes, it's funny, I promise. It's all shits and giggles. Do you know Worse Than I'd Thought has, like, over 10 chapters left of it still? I don't know how many I'm gonna need to finish it off, but there's, like, quite a few still. And we're not even at the climax yet. This was just, like, a minor part. Like, from the most recent chapter, as I'm recording this on, what's the day today? Friday, August 23rd. Yeah. How's that pancake doing? Ooh, yummy, yummy. It looks like it's doing good. It's a pretty cooked pancake. And another one. This pancake is like steaming. Whoa, buddy, chill. It's smoking. Oh my god, just like the HJ7 potion in the Glass Scientist does. Holy shit. Oh my god, I can't believe this. Ah. Anyways. Enough with me being an overdramatic theater kid. Yeah. Speaking of theater, do you know what my favorite thing to do, is when performing, is make eye contact with random audience members, specifically whatever children is in the front row. And then especially during scenes where you're like screaming, like there's a scene in SpongeBob called Us Go, and I was ensemble in my performance of SpongeBob. So like, it's like my second show ever. Too, which is awesome. I got to do SpongeBob, it was great. But like, there was a scene called Us Go, where we all come on stage screaming and fighting and like beating each other up. And so I had one of my friends, the editor for Worse Than I Thought, by the way, like attached to my leg. I was like limping towards the audience because it's on the same level as the stage. And I just would make eye contact with a random kid in the audience and just go, "Why aren't you helping me?" And then like watch as their face melts. It's okay, they know it's not real. They know it's not real. They know it's not real. I'm not a monster. I'm definitely not a monster. You know what I definitely am, though? Mr. Hyde. Get it? Get it? Get it? Please tell me you get it, because that joke would have been so useless if I had just, like, said absolutely nothing. Bah! I wonder how crispy the audio is going to be. I don't have a microphone that I can hook up to this camera, so I'm just wondering. Oh my god, it's our third HJ7 pancake done. Delicious. We're getting to the end of our batter now. Maybe 2.5 pancakes left in here. Yeah. This batter is not mixed very well. That's okay. Whoa, these are like jiggly pancakes. Why am I hitting it? I am a pancake abuser, apparently. I'd like to apologize for my mistake. I'm gonna get called out for being a pancake abuser. Yeah. Well, it's like a nice stack of pancakes, though. Whoa. That's sick. Like, actually, it's so cool. Oh my god. This is wonderful. Okay. I don't know what to talk about. Oh, I know what to talk about. My theories for the next page of The Glass Scientist is what I'm going to talk about. I think something very bad is about to happen. I'm convinced Lanyon's going to die. If I am wrong, I don't know. Make fun of me about it for all I care. I'm convinced he's going to die. He's going to pull an original book Lanyon and he's going to fucking die. Just, he's going to die right then and there. You can't tell anything. I was like, he's going to die. No. Oh no. Death. Anyways, this pancake is almost done. Delicious. Would you look at that? What a nice little pancake. You know? It looks so good. It's gonna be so green on the inside. You can see how green these ones are on the inside. You can hold that up to the camera lens. This is what you call a good pancake, everyone. If you exclude all the mistakes I made during the first segment. It's okay. So it's still not fully cooked yet. Oh well, womp womp. Womp womp. Is it fully cooked now? 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 Okay, I'm gonna stop before that gets annoying. You know what? Fuck it. It's fully cooked now. It is because I say so. And if I'm not, then oh well, I'll put it in the toaster, I guess, and revive it that way. This is our second to last pancake. It's going to be great. You can tell because it looks like I'm sprinkling sparkles on the pancake. Woo, sparkles! Sparkles! Yippee! Okay, anyways, I'm gonna get that little burnt piece off. What are you doing? Why do you scream at your creator, huh? Yeah, get quiet, that's what I fucking thought, pancake. Ugh. Oh, that was a messy pancake. That was a messy, messy pancake. It's breaking my heart. This is why the people don't love you, pancake. Not at you, the pancake. Flip off your pancakes. It gives them character. Bully the pancakes. It gives them character, I guess. That was a... Do not apply that to real life. I'm trying not to get canceled here. Don't apply that logic to real life. Yeah. Oh, this pancake is like, whoa, yippee. It smells a little bit like that cloud bread stuff. Ugh, I hate cloud bread. I hate the texture of it. It makes me like actually physically ill. Just the texture of cloud bread. I hate it so much. Okay. Last pancake, everybody. Last pancake. Whee! Oh, why are you? Okay, it's talking back at me. I see how it is. Pancake knows best. Pancake's so much more now. Ba, 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 ba. It feels like the Jekyll and Hyde experiments all over again, except instead of me being Jekyll this time, I'm just like trying to annoy the shit out of the pancake that is Jekyll. Henry Jekyll, are you a pancake? Is that you? No. Who turned him into a pancake? Oh wait, it was me. Haha. I'm just that cool, I guess. Yep. Just that cool. Oh boy. You know what? Oh yes, it's a pancake. It's just a pancake. It's just a pancake. That was a terrible version of Just a Man from that one musical about the Greek people. There's a couple of those, actually. I don't know what I'm talking about. I should have just stuck to making Jekyll and Hyde the musical references, like I did earlier. What is it? Yeah. And that's it. Stack of pancakes, everybody. Round of applause. And this is it. These are the worse than I had thought HJ7 pancakes. The end. And they all lived happily ever after, except they didn't because it's Jekyll and Hyde and they fucking die. At least in the original book, and the musical. I'm not sure about Glass Scientist, obviously. But yeah, that's it. These are the Jekyll and Hyde pancakes. I'm Rowan, definitely Mr. Hyde. Yeah.